Welcome to episode number 12 of this Jack Thornton MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. And today, I'm actually playing my Jack Thornton MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. Yes, it's MLB The Show 20 because you cannot port any Road to the Show characters from MLB The Show 20 to any later versions of the game. So I'm stuck here in MLB The Show 20, which is fine. I don't have a problem playing this old game. And you might think at home, well, why are you still playing MLB The Show 20? Well, I mean, like I said, I don't have a problem playing MLB The Show 20. And the sentence you might be saying, well, well, you have like so many Road to the Show characters, you should stick to like only like one or two. Maybe I should do that, but I have all these other characters. And I don't really want to. I mean, I have like not just Jack Thornton, but I have some other ones that some I could let go, but like Star Forcer, Vinny J, Dash C, those I don't really want to get rid of because I mean I worked so hard. Not so hard, but I played so long and played so hard to get to where I am right now. Like Jack Thornton's in the majors, Star Forcer's in the majors. Star Forcer's won a World Series. Star Forcer is probably my most powerful Road to the Show character because he has like 99 power versus lefties and righties. Or if he doesn't have 99 power versus lefties and righties, it's like at least like 95 or at least 90. He just hits bombs. He just hits bombs, and then Vinny J hits bombs too. And really, almost all my characters hit for power. Jack Thornton, not really. It hits for contact because, as you can see on the, you can't see it. Yeah, you can see though right there. If you can see it, if it's not bad, if there's not a really bad glare, you can see right there. You can see Jack Thornton and to the left of it. He's an 85 diamond, so Jack Thornton's now a diamond. Last episode of the series was like I posted it on June 15th of last year, so it's been 13 months, which usually I usually don't go 13 months between episodes. Usually it's only a couple months, maybe like 5-6 months, but usually it's not over a year, but in this case it is. In the last episode, I'm pretty sure, because I just said it was over a year ago, Jack Thornton was not a diamond. Diamonds are from 85 to 99, and he's an 85, so Jack Thornton is now a diamond. Other Road to the Show characters like Vinny J, Dash C, Star Forcer. Star Forcer is a 99 diamond. Vinny J and Dash C, I believe, are diamonds, but they're not 99 diamonds. And then I think all my other characters aren't diamonds. I think it's just Jack Thornton, Vinny J, Dash C, and Star Forcer. My four Road to the Show characters that are diamonds. I might be missing one or two. Babe Ruth Jr. is a diamond, and I might be missing another one, or I might be missing another Road to the Show character or two, but either way, I at least have 5 Road to the Show characters that are diamonds. But yeah, let's look at the calendar. As we're about to play the New York Mets, we're about to play the New York Mets for 4 games in New York, and we'll definitely play these 4 games in the series right here. And then we might start, and then we probably will start this 3-game series against the San Diego Padres at home. I'm not sure if we're gonna play the entirety of the series though. The only reason I say that is because this is another 4-game series. So it's a 4-game series against the Mets in New York, and then a 4-game series against the Padres at home. And yes, it's Monday for the Mets series. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. For the Padres series, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we might play like the entirety of the Mets. We're definitely playing the entirety of the Mets series, and then we might play 1, 2, maybe 3 games of the Padres series, and possibly all 4 if the video is not too long, possibly. We're definitely gonna play at least 5 games in this episode. We're at least gonna play 5 games in this episode. Assuming that Jack Thornton plays in them all. Jack Thornton's batted .431 this season, 1 home run, 30 RBIs, a .430 on base percentage, 1 point below my average. My average is .431, on base percentage is .430, and then Jack Thornton slid in .522. And you might think that's low. Well, it's low for like Star Forcer's probably slid in like 1,200, or at least or Star Forcer's at least slid in 1,000, sending for probably Vinny J and Dash C. But Star Forcer, like I said, or excuse me, Jack Thornton, like I said, is a contact hitter. He's not a power hitter. He has 1 home run, which is on camera in the last episode, which is, like I said, 13 months ago. But he has 1 home run this season. Jack Thornton does, and it was on camera. It was in the last game of the last episode, which, if you haven't seen that yet, which you might have, but even if you have, it was 13 months ago. But either way, the last episode of the series will be the On the Sky in the top right corner right up here. It should be on time that pops up. It should be on time that pops up at the beginning of the video. So yeah, here's it. As yeah, you can see the first baseman is in their position, third base. He was actually on the Minnesota. And I started this Road to the Show in MLB Show 19. He got drafted by the Minnesota Twins. Spent 2019 Double-A. Then got Spencer invite in 2020. Made the Twins team. Started as a backup, but then like halfway through the year, he became a starter. And then the Twins didn't make the playoffs. And then I signed, and then my contract ended. And then I signed a 3-year contract with the Twins. And after I signed that 3-year contract, I got traded to the Nationals. And then after I signed that 3-year contract, I got traded to the Nationals, which is the team that Jack Thornton's on right now, obviously, because you can see the W right there. Right there, you can see it right in that player card. And right to the right of Jack Thornton's face. As you can see, there's a contract, $13.3 million a year for this year, 2021, next year, 2022, and then 2023. And then 2024, 2025, arbitration eligible, and then 2026, if I'm not under contract, Jack Thornton will be eligible for free agency. Or in 2026, if Jack Thornton's not under contract, if he's not under contract in 2026, Jack Thornton will become a free agent. But yeah. So, starting pitching matchup for Game 1 will be Dallas Keuchel versus Zach Wheeler. Keuchel 7-4 with a 3.91 ERA. Wheeler 9-1 with a 2.97 ERA. As it stands, we're 9.5 games back. The Mets, this is a huge series against the Mets. If we sweep them, we'll only be 5.5 games back. If they sweep us, we'll be what? 13.5 games back. But even if we didn't win 3 out of 4, I mean, there's still, like I said, it's like late June. It's June 21st, 2021. There's still there's like 3 months left in the season. So, yeah, that's the end of the game right now. But first, next episode of the series in this game will be he's not going to make it to the home run derby with one home run, but it'll be the All-Star game if he makes it. Right now, he's in second place for first baseman in the NL, or he's in second place for All-Star voting, or he's in second place for National League first baseman. So, Freddie Freeman's in first, Jack Thornton's in second, and then right behind Jack Thornton in third is Anthony Rizzo. So he might be able to make it to the All-Star game, and even if he does, next episode of the series will be the All-Star game, and he won't be a starter probably. He'll probably just be a backup. Maybe did a 1 at bat, maybe 2, and then that'll be next episode of the series, and then say he's a backup rather than the All-Star game. I'll play the All-Star game and play as 1 or 2 at bats or whatever, and then we'll play some games in the regular season, like after the All-Star game, because it'll just be the All-Star game, or it could be nothing. But say it's the All-Star game, but say Jack Thornton doesn't make it to the All-Star game as a backup. We'll play the All-Star game or whatever, or I'll play Jack Thornton, or play with Jack Thornton. Or I'll really bottom line is, if he doesn't make it to the All-Star game as a backup, I'll play the All-Star game, or I'll do the 1 or 2 at bats Jack Thornton will do, and then after that we'll play maybe the first 2 or 3 games to start the second half. So that's what the next episode of the series will be in this game. I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life, but I just showed you what the next episode of the series will be in this game, but I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life. So yeah, like I said, it'll be the All-Star game if he makes it. Jack Thornton. Next episode of the series will be the All-Star game. If he does make it. If he doesn't make it, then it will be. We'll do the first probably 2 series of the second half, and then if he does make it, it'll be the All-Star game plus, like I said, 2 or 3 games to start the second half. Let's get into the game right now. Here on June 21st, 2021. Yes, it is 2021 here in this game. Let's get into it right now. Nationals at Mets. Right now. And 431, 11 stolen bases, but 1 home run, 30 RBIs. I did have 8 home runs last year with the Twins. Career average is 420. Let's watch the prediction. Mavis Sturgeon.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight.
Let's go, boys. I believe I'm batting second. No, I'm not batting second. I'm batting fourth. Now, leading off for the Nationals here in the top of the second. No score here at Citi Field against Wheeler. That's a jam shot. Will it get down? No. That kind of was late on the swing because here we go. 2 down or 1 down. Here's Mark Canna now. No runners on 2 outs. Bottom 2. Sammy's on the Mets. Or it's not Mark Canna. It's Mark Carriavos. It's not Mark Canna. For some reason I thought it was Mark Canna. It was marked like Carriavos, but he bunted it right to me and then over. I thought it was Canna because I saw Mark and then I saw the first letter of his last name was C, but it wasn't Mark Canna. Here we go. Down 1-0. No runners on, no runners out. Top 4. And then Zach Wheeler still. He does throw fast. At the line drive. Will that one get down? It will, and it's fair. And I probably am out by 20 feet. I'm definitely out by 20 feet. As I did get a single, but that's all I got. I was just feeling out 1 hop by the right fielder. So I'm 1 for 2 technically with that single. And it's still a single, although I was thrown out center base. No runners on 2 outs. Top 6. Down 2-0 now. Wheeler's still in the game. That's a line drive, but feeling on a short hop by the shortstop. And then over. I don't know how many hits we have. Here we go. Still 2-0 Mets. No runners on 2 outs. Bottom 6. And here's Mark Carriavos. I completely botched his name. Round ball. Title. I threw it the title and then over. And the 6. 2-0 Mets. Come on. I didn't know they're at bat. And it's 3-2 Mets. It's 3-2, and it looks like we tied it. We scored 2 runs in the 8th inning and tied it 2-2, but then the Mets scored 1 run in their half of the 8th inning, and now we're down by 1. I'm leading it off for the Nationals here in the top of the 9th. 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. And then Jurius Familia, little jam shot, that'll work. As it falls in front of, I believe that's Nimmo, Matt Vester, or I believe that's Nimmo in right field because I heard Matt Sturgeon. I believe that's Nimmo in right field because I heard Matt Sturgeon. I heard Matt Sturgeon say that. As this clip's about to end, so I'll see you in the next clip. See you on the other side. So I believe that's Brandon Nimmo in right field, and it is because it says it right there. He's batting third for the Mets, and Matt Sturgeon said that. Yes, it is still Matt Sturgeon because this is MLB The Show 20. 0-1 pitch to David Park. And that's a ground ball after B2, and that could most likely put the game away, and it's a double play. We're 1 out away from losing, and we lose. Man, we tie it, but then we tie it in the 8th, but then our bullpen blows it. Let's say Russ Rourke gave up that run. They gave up 1 hit. It was a 1 hit and 1 earned run. That 1 hit probably was a home run because let's say Brandon Nimmo hit 2 home runs. And Tannen Broxton hit a home run. I went 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Let's get in the game 2, or let's get into the second name of the series and the episode right now. I did a single. Well, I got like 1 defensive opportunity in that last game. I did like 5 minutes of game 1. Let's watch the prediction. Matt Sturgeon. Come on. Who is that? Is that the drum? No, it's Steven Matz. Steven Matz. I'm batting second here today. Probably because it's a lefty now. 1 on, nobody out. Top 1. I'm in first place for batting average, or I have the best batting average in the NL. The announcer just said that. That's a fly ball right center. That's Bronson 1 down. But like I said, Matt Sturgeon, or really the announcer said I was first. The announcer said I had the best batting average in the NL, which I thought so because I'm batting with like 430 or whatever. Here we go. Here's Ahmed Rosario. Forgot he's still in the Mets in this game. Round our line drive caught, and I can't step on the base as Jack Thornton was just to the right of it. 1 down. Now runs in the corners, 1 out. Top 3. Let's drive in a run. No score. Runners in the corners, 1 out, top 3. And it's Matz, who's a sinker, a changeup, a curveball, and a slider. Let's get it. That's a ground ball up the middle. Flat down by the shortstop. And Jack Thornton beat out the relay by an eyelash. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI, and the Nationals strike first. That was close to being a double play. If that was Audie Pullman down the line, that was going to be a double play, but it wasn't. As Jack Thornton, I believe, had like 72 speed, and he used all that speed to beat out the relay, made sure the inning didn't end. 2-2 pitch. The inning ends now after Rendon strikes out, which in this game is still in the Nationals. We do score. What, middle of 3, right? Yeah, middle of 3, 1-0 Washington. I'll take the RBI. Still 1-0 Nationals. The touching has batter. Here's Brodston. Bottom 3. No runs on, no runners out. Scherzer's still in the Nationals in this game, too. As you remember, like I said, I started this road to the show in MLB The Show 19. So, remember that. Here we go, 1 down. Runner at first, nobody out. Top 5 for Brodston. That runner at first base is the pitcher. He has a jacket on to keep his arm warm. But, I mean, in New York in June, I mean, it shouldn't be that cold. Ground ball have to be 2. And that's going to be a not a double play. As Scherzer tonight did over there in time. Even if he did, Bronson still beat it out. No runners on, 1 out. Top 6. I'm 0 for 2 with a flyout, a fielder's choice, and an RBI. Here we go. Driven in the only run for the Nationals or either team. That's a ground ball foul. Like I just had driven in the only run for the Nationals or either team. 130 hits this season for Jack Thornton, first in the NL. 1 pitch. At the line, dry, foul. So against Matz. Here we go. At the ground ball, Rosario. I assume he's a shortstop. And there's 2 down. And still 1-0 now. 1 on, 1 out, top 8. And then Tanto Robles. Isn't the Mexicans name, okay? Pitch out, 1-0. And looks like I have a hitting streak on the line. That's what the announcer said. Trey Turner's at first base. 14 stolen bases for him this season. 14 fastball, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball from Robles. Apparently I have a hitting streak on the line, but that's a base hit, and my hitting streak continues apparently. I didn't even know I had a hitting streak. 2 on, 1 out now for the Nationals here in the 8th. 15-day hitting streak, so that's half a month. 1-2 pitch to Rendon. 2 on, 1 out, top 8. 1-0 Nationals. Come on, Rendon. Ground ball, broke his bat, had to be 2. And exactly what it is. Oh, can we hold on? We win! And looks like we won 1-0 because they said it was 1-0. A well-pitched 1-0 victory as there's Brian Dozier facing a high 5 to Trey Turner. Yeah, I drove in the only run. We only had 5 hits. I had 1 of them, but I'll take it 1 for 4 with a single and an RBI, and I got the RBI on the fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. And I got a single in the 8th inning. We only got 5 hits. Park had 1, David Park had 1, Trey Turner had 1, I had 1, Juan Soto had 1, and then someone else had the other one. Mets had 10 hits, we had 5, but we scored the only run. It was in the 3rd inning on a fielder's choice by Jack Thornton, so I drove in the only run for the Nationals or either team in this game. Let's get into the 3rd game of the episode and the 3rd game of the series right now. And I beat that relay out for that fielder's choice and the RBI by like half a step. But a win's a win, and a run's a run. Let's watch him pinch hitter. Pinch hitter here in day 3 of the series. Hopefully we're not down by 10 runs. And we're down by 2 runs. Runner at first, 2 outs, top 6, and a tie and run, but I don't think I know any homer in. Here we go. That's a ground ball, base hit. So it's a 16-game hitting streak. 2 on, 2 out now for the Nationals. Time run aboard here in the 6th. And time run is Jack Thornton here in the 6th inning. 16-game hitting streak despite pinch hitting for assume the pitcher. And yes, because usually the pitcher bats 9th, and now it's Trey Turner leading the leadoff man. Full count, so both runners will be in motion. Here we go. And it's ball 4. Bases loaded. 2 outs. It's not hit to the outfield to tie the game. Here's Yohan Marquez. 2-1 pitch. Bases loaded. 2 outs. On the time around center base. Come on. Going into the gap or something. Line drive. Will it get down? It will. And coming around is Jack Thornton. And he will score. Tie game. As Marquez comes through. 2-run single for Marquez. 5-5 here in the 6th. As Jack Thornton singles and scores. Here comes the new pitcher. Can we win though? It's huge if we can win. And we do not win. So we tie it in the 6th inning, but then we lose it by, oh my. So it's like we gave up, after we tied it in the 6th, the bullpen gave up 3 runs in the 6th. So it's like we tied it. Yeah, we tied it in the 6th inning with 2 runs, but then the Mets took the lead in their half of the 6th inning with 3 runs, and then when we lost the game 8-5, I went 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored, but unfortunately we lose the game 8-5, and now we're going to go into the last game of the series with a chance to split. If we win, we split the series 2-2. If the Mets win, they take the series 3-1. Let's get into the 4th and final game of the series, but not the last episode, or excuse me, let's get into the 4th and final game of the series, but not the last game of the episode. Let's get into it right now. What's your prediction? Matt Sturgeon.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball next on the show.
So that's the DeGrom, and then that's Soto. So we're playing the DeGrom. We're facing the DeGrom. What's the stats? 7-5 with a 4.18 ERA. I mean, that's not bad, but I thought it would be somewhere where it's like really good record, or at least like a sub-2 ERA, or at least a sub-3 ERA, but for him it's a 4.18 ERA with a 7-5 record. And runner sending nobody out for Jack Thornton against Jacob DeGrom. Fly ball, and it's not going to leave the yard with a runner sending tap. I believe that's Turner, and he will tag. Turner's going to third, it's way off line. And Turner with 99 speed, it's over to third. Come on, score him. I believe he scored. Runner at first, nobody out. Bottom 1 now for Juan Lagares. And it's Eric Fetty, our pitcher. Here we go, 1 pitch. Line drive, it's caught! But he steps on the base too late, but it is line out, 1 down. Now 3-1 Mets. No runs on, no runs out. Top 4. Jack Thornton versus Jack Thornton versus Jacob DeGrom, down by 2. Foul ball. 132 hits first on the Nationals. Here we go. Round ball, and that's not going to do anything. 1 down. And it's now 4-1. Runners to the corners, nobody out. Bottom 5 for Kenny Bronston against Tanner Scott. So our starter is already out of the game. Down by 3 with runners in the corners and nobody out. That's a pop them up. Is he done a... Okay, I was like making sure someone was going to catch it. Dozier's got it in right field. I know we realize Brian Dozier retired, but he's still playing in this game. 1 down. And they did not score, so they had runners in the corners and nobody out. The Mets did, and they didn't score, but we're still down by 3. Jack Thornton 0 for 2. Ground ball, diving stomp by the first baseman, and throws it to the DeGrom. 2 down. Man, not 2 down. 3. That's 3 outs. Good play by Dominic Smith. Good play. We only have 1 hit too. Now we're down 5-1. No runners on, 1 out. Top 9. We still only have 1 hit. DeGrom has pitched to 8 1/3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. He's thrown 92 pitches. The wind is 9 miles per hour. The wind is 9 miles per hour blowing out the left field. Down by 4. Down our final 2 outs. That's a fly ball. It's hit well. Can it get over the right fielder's head? And he catches it over the shoulder, of course. There's my hitting streak. And we lose. One hitter. Why didn't I see him in the dugout? Did he get pulled from the game? I don't think he got pulled from the game. I think that's just a glitch. Because, yeah, one base hit kept him from a no-hitter and possibly, well, not a perfect game because he did have 2 walks, but one hit, one hit was the difference because obviously he was 1 hit away from throwing a no-hitter and throwing it into the record books. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. I went 0 for 4. The only hit was a Trey Turner double on the first batter of the game. Yeah, because Trey Turner doubled. He leads it off for the Nationals. He doubled to lead off the game. Then obviously I flew out to advance him over to third, and then we scored via, I'm not sure how he scored. I don't know if it was on a sac fly, or I don't know if he scored. Trey Turner scored the only run for the Nationals. Trey Turner scored the only run for the Nationals. I'm not sure if it was on a sac fly, an RBI ground out. Could be on like a wild pitch or something. Let's actually look. Bot store. It was a sac fly by Rendon. But literally, our first batter of the game had a double, and then after that we had 2 base runners, or at least 2 walks, and probably that's it because the Mets didn't have an error unless there was like a hit by pitch. But literally, first batter of the game doubles, and then turned around to score, and then after that, just 2 base runners, both walks, and no hits after that. And lose the game 5-1. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, or 1 run on 1 hit, or 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. Yeah, and I had a F9. 4-3 ground out, 3-1 ground out, and then an F9. Well, that's it for that. The 4 innings against the Mets. We lost 3 games to 1. So now we're what, 11.5 games back, I believe. If I'm doing the math right in my head. And now we're about to play the Padres. We're gonna start the 4-game series against the Padres. I'm not sure if we're gonna play all 4 games though. What does this say? Or the hitting coach Rick Nobles. Your season numbers for Slaughter aren't where we'd like them to be. Let's work to get some more pop to your bat. Part of that is laying off bad pitches, making them come to you. 2 performance activated for power and plate discipline. It's on rookie, so they don't throw balls. But I do need some more power. So, yeah, let's get into this Padres series. We lost in the Mets series 3-2, 1-1 nothing. Lost 8-5 and then lost 5-1. So now we're 11.5 games back. Phillies we're 11.5 games back. Phillies 11 games back. So like I said, Phillies 11 games back. Nationals 11.5 games back. Yeah. And then I think I'm not gonna show you the wild card standing. Well, actually I will show you the wild card standing. But either way, I believe it's like we're like 16. We were like 5 games out. We're probably now like 6.5 games back of a wild card spot right now. So yeah, we're ranked 13th in baseball, 19th in pitching, 17th in power, 10th in contact, 2nd in speed, and then 18th in defense. So I mean, there's still, like I said, like 3 months left, but I mean, I'm not losing hope yet. Let's get into this first game of this 4-game series against the San Diego Padres at home. Steven Strasburg versus Garrett Richards. Let's get into it. Let's talk to someone on the other team. Let's talk to, why not, Will Myers. Looks like they also have Craig Kimbrell. Myers sends you a colorful text ahead of the game. I'm not going to identify that. That responds really professional. I can tell where your head, or in your head already. Whatever, do it. Let your name speak for yourself. Looking at your slash line right now. I'm surprised you feel comfortable trash talking. So there's a Captain response, the Heart and Soul response, the Maverick response, and the Lightning response. I'm not sure. Now let's do that. But really professional, I can't tell, or really professional, I can tell where in your head already. Myers tells you that you need to lighten up a little. I don't know. Okay, Myers. Okay, let's get into the game. I'm batting 5th. Playing first base, 85 overall. Myers is batting 7th in left field for the Padres. Here we go. Richards versus Strasburg for the starting pitching matchup. Let's end the game right now. It looks like the Padres have Christian Yelich. This is Christian Yelich, Jorge Polanco, Manny Machado, Hunter Renfroe, Eric Hosmer, Jonathan Stope, Will Myers, Austin Hedges, and then their pitcher. Okay. It's where to see Yelich on the Padres. Batting .426 this year. 1 home run, 31 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. I've seen that 4-game series. I had that 1 RBI in that fielder's choice. We're at 37 and 43. They're 40 and 41. Let's watch a presentation. Now that's Sturgeon. Back to home in DC. Come on, boys. Here we go. Up 2-0. 1 on 1 out. 1 on 1 out. Bottom 1. 2-0 Nationals already. Let's advance a runner. I just said runner at first, 1 out. Bottom 1 already up 2-0. Let's get it. Against Richards. At the ground ball. Base hit. Past Stope. 2 on 1 out now for the Nationals. 2 on 1 out for the Nationals here in the first inning. Already up 2-0. Here's Dozier. To the pitch. 2 on 1 out. Come on, boys. At the ground ball. Jack Thornton jumped over the ball. And the runner at second will stop at third. Bases loaded, 1 out. But Jack Thornton had to jump over the ball because if that hit him, he would have been out. Full count now to Michael Taylor. Bases loaded, 1 out. Full count to Taylor. Already the 37 pitch coming from Richards. Full count. And it's a fly ball. Right field. That's the right fielder. That's Yelich. He's got it. I'm 10-0 in the third. Runner at third is 10-0 at home. He's safe. Everybody's safe. Sack fly and RBI for Taylor. And it's 3-0 Nationals. Runners in the corners, 2 outs now for Spencer Keyboom, the 8th batter of the inning. Strasburg on deck. Runner at second or runner at first is going, and he is out. In and over, but due to score 3-0 Nationals after 1 inning of play here in DC. Yeah, runner at first is stealing. He got thrown out by like 10 feet. Still 3-0 Nationals. Here's Polanco, who in real life is on the Minnesota Twins. No runners on 2 outs. Top 3. We're up 3-0. He bunts. Does have 73 or 70 speed, but it's right to Jack Thornton and then over. I mean, if you're on bunt, don't bunt right to the first baseman. Here we go. Still 3-0 Nationals. 2 on. Nobody out in the bottom of the third. Here we go. Come on, boys. This is an RBI chance right here. That's a ground ball. Shortstop glove flips it to the center baseman for 1, and then he throws the first double play. That was a heck of a play. This glove flip by Polanco to the center baseman. Now 4-0 Nationals. No runners on 1 out. Top 5, and it's Eric Lauer. In real life is on the Brewers. Obviously, I just said this is still on MLB show 20. And I just didn't like that pitch. Last day I went 0 for 4, but after the last day the Nationals only had 1 hit, a double by Trey Turner. I'm 1 for 2 in this game with a single. That's a pop-up. Bad as Hosmer, and foul ground, and he goes for the over-the-shoulder catch, and he missed it. 0-2. That's a ground ball, base hit for Jack Thornton. Hits for contact, not power. 1 on 1 out. That's leaders for the team. I'm up on David Park. David Park is 89. I have 134. So I'm up, what, like 50 on David Park? Here we go. 0-2 pitch to Dozier. I'm stealing, why not? And he swings and misses. And I'm out at center base. So it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. The Padres only have 1 hit through 5 innings. We have 10. Here we go. No runs on, no runs out. Here's Yelich. That's batter leading it off for the Padres in the top of the 6th. Yelich 0 for 2. Ground ball. Jack Thornton will take it himself. 1 down. And it's now 6-1 Nationals. Jack Thornton 2 for 3 with 2 singles. No runs on, no runs out. Bottom 7 and Robert Stott. We're up by 5. And make that 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Base hit for Jack Thornton, his 3rd single of the game. 1 on, 1 out, or excuse me, 1 on, nobody out. Now the man just has to steal the base. 1-0 pitch to Dozier. It's a righty now. He's kind of helpful. For me, he did a better jump. That was a much better jump. No chance. The reason why it was a better jump is because once a right-handed pitcher starts his motion, he has to go to home, or he can't go to first base. A lefty can, but a righty can't. He has his bat towards first base. Ground ball. That will be. I almost said an infield single, but it's not an infield single. Runner at third, 1 out now as I advance over to third. Here's Taylor, 2 for 2 with a triple, single, and an RBI, I believe it said. Here we go. 0-1 pitch. Looks like the infield's bad. Line drive right at the third baseman, Machado. Can't hit it any better. 2 down. Here we go. Spencer T-Boom 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. We're up by 5 in the 7th. Runner at third, 2 outs. 0-2 pitch. He's probably going to strike out here. Maybe. Hopefully not, though. And he didn't strike out, but he popped it sky high for the head of him. Slide into home plate, but there's no point because unless he dropped it, which he didn't. I wouldn't score. Here we go. 7-3 now. Bases loaded, 1 out. And it's Adam Warren. Bases loaded, 1 out. We're up by 4 here in the 8th. Chance to bust it wide open. That's a high fastball. I just missed. 420 with runners in scoring position. Bases loaded, 1 out. Bottom 8. 7-3 Nationals. Chance to put the game away. Line drive in the right center field. Is it by Scope over the jumping Jonathan Scope, and that's a 2-run double, and the Nationals lead 9-4 or 9-3 here in the 8th. 2-run double, 23rd double of the year as it got over the jumping Jonathan Scope, and it's 9-3. Here's Dozier, runners at second and third, 1 out, 1-2 pitch, 9-3 Nationals. And that's a ground ball. Run will score. It's out by Machado. I'll stay at third. But it's now 10-3 Washington here in the 8th. RBS single for Dozier. 0-2 pitch now to Taylor. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2 down. But like I said, I got that 2-run double as the ball, or my line drive, went over the jumping Jonathan Scope. To the pitch now to Spencer T-Boom. To the pitch. Line drive, right center, that one did down. Jack Thornton will score. Runner first it over to third, and it's 11-3 Nationals. And now, that's single for T-Boom. RBS single for T-Boom. His first hit of the game, and that's the game. So we go from being 1 hit to putting 11 runs on the board. So we go from 1 hit and 1 run to 20 hits and 11 runs. So like I said, we go from 1 hit and 1 run to 20 hits and 11 runs. So Jack Thornton, the first notable player for the Nationals. Jack Thornton went 4 for 5 with a double. Jack Thornton went 4 for 5 with a double, 3 singles, 2 RBIs. Or Jack Thornton went 4 for 5 with a double, 3 singles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. As we win the game 11-3 over the Padres, as we lead this series, this 4-game series, 1 game to none with 3 games left. And I'm trying to think how long it's. I think this video right now will be around 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I'm thinking if I should end it or not. I mean, this is a good way to end it. Jack Thornton going 4 for 5, and the Nationals winning 11-3. And like I said, this video is around 30-35 minutes. And that's a perfect length because, when it gets up to like 40-45 minutes, 50 minutes, etc., or it gets up to like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, when it maybe around 55 minutes, an hour, it's a little too long. Some of my videos have been that long, where they've been like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 55 minutes, or an hour, or over an hour, like 2 videos ago on this channel, which was Game 5 of the World Series and my MLB The Show 22 postseason series. It was in Game 5 of the World Series, or it was in episode number 17 of my MLB The Show 22 postseason series, which was Game 5 of the World Series, which was, I believe, like 2 videos ago on this channel. That was like an hour and like 6 minutes, but that was because that was a full game. This wasn't. So in this episode, we went, what, 2 and 3, right? 2 and 3. That's including the one game that Jack Thornton did not play, or that's including the one game Jack Thornton did not start in. It was the third game of the Mets series where Jack Thornton did not start in. He didn't start Game 3 against the Mets, or he didn't start Game 3 of the Mets series, but he did come in as a pinch hitter and did a single and then did score, but we still lost the game. Sorry if you hear like barking noises. It's my 2 dogs play fighting or something. It's really my puppy, which it's like she's like 1.5. Technically she's a puppy until 2, so it's not like a really young puppy. She's like a year and a half old, or she's like a year and a half old. She likes to play fight with my other dog, who's 7 years old. So the one making those high pitched barks is my puppy. It's like I just said, a year and a half old. She was doing it earlier a little bit, and she just did it just now. Sorry about that. You might think, well, close the door. Well, I kind of want to, but also I don't really want to because it's like 100 degrees outside, and this room sometimes gets warm when I close the door, even if I have the fan on. If the fan's on right now, you probably didn't hear it, but even if the fan's on and I close the door, sometimes it's warm in here. And my mom's not sleeping, so I just left it open, although you might hear the barking noises. But like I said, this room gets hot or warm even when the fan's on when I close the door. So it's like, and my mom wasn't working, so whatever. And either way, she was doing it a little bit earlier, and now she's really starting to do it right now. But this episode's about to end, as I decided to stop this episode right here, right now. Just a good stopping point. We won 11-3. Jack Thornton went 4 for 5. He did get 2 RBIs, or 4 for 5 with a double, 3 singles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Had 3 RBIs in this episode. First one was at fielder's choice in Game 2 of the Mets series, and then that was the first RBI, and then after the second RBI and the third RBI came in this game on that 2-run double, which is my first and only extra base hit of the series, or first and only extra base hit in this episode. That's what I meant to say. First and only extra base hit in this episode. Did not get a home run, but I only have 1 home run in the year, which was in the last episode of the series. It was in the last game of the last episode, which was in June of last year. But it's been 13 months. It was 13 months between episodes, between episode number 11 and 12. It was 13 months, but we're back. And hopefully next episode of the series will be sooner than later, because like I said, next episode of the series will be the All-Star game if Jack Thornton does make it. And even if he makes it, we'll play the All-Star game, obviously. And then after that, we'll play 2 or 3 games to start the second half. But say Jack Thornton does not make it. But say Jack Thornton doesn't make it to the All-Star game, then we'll play the first 2 series, most likely. To start the second half. So we'll play, if Jack Thornton does not make it to the All-Star game, I'll play the first 2 series of the second half on camera. And that will be the next episode of the series. And if he does make it to the All-Star game, I'll play the All-Star game, and then we'll play, like I said, and if he does make it to the All-Star game, I'll play the All-Star game, and then I'll play maybe 2 or 3 games to start the second half after that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully the next episode of the series will be sooner than later. But I mean, it won't be anything. It won't be like tomorrow or anything like that. But hopefully, it won't be another 13 months between episodes. Hopefully, it'll only be, I don't know, a month or 2, maybe less. Hopefully, it's only maybe a couple months, maybe less. But hopefully, it's not 13 months in it. It most likely will not be 13 months in it. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's only a couple of months. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much it. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And I'll probably post the next video on this channel. Most likely will be posting the next episode, or excuse me. You'll find out what and when the next video on this you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. But yeah, you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And I will most likely post the next video on this channel. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. But just for a little hint, the next episode, but for a little hint, the next video on this channel will most likely probably be later today, or not later today. or like I said, you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. But I don't know, give you a little hint. The next video on this channel will most likely be posted tomorrow. So yeah, like I said, the next video on this channel will most likely be posted tomorrow. Most likely. Like, it's not guaranteed, but like I said, the next video on this channel will most likely go up tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. OJS time for the closing the board. If it's up, OJS time for the closing the board. If it's up to the like button, or OJS time for the closing the board. If you up to the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know, I'm gonna see you in episode number 13, I believe, of this I'm gonna see you in episode number 13, I believe, of this Jack Thornton MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. See you in episode number 13. And eat on a bacon and go Nationals.